Okay, and we are live. Welcome to episode 18 of the Clutch Kick. I'm your host, EG, from Canberra, because some people don't know, and below me is my co host, Greg. And today's special guest is Tom Hemmings from Mount Gambier, who's one of the drivers coming to DCA round 2 at Tasmania.
Hello,
And
hello.
he's freshly prepped S14 that I'm sure he will go and find something to run into.
Oh, that
Not much to do, but
I think looks amazing. There's been so many photos being shared around of the before and after picture.
yeah, it's definitely changed a bit since Gambia, for sure.
Yeah, it's really cool. Have you done anything else besides the visual sort of things?
It's not really. I had to put a new clutch in it because I posted a clutch in one event. What else do we do? I've got Stewie's blatant kit in the front now, not just his base kit. So I've got his control arms and whatnot. And it's all new wide body all the way around, everything.
Oh, okay,
And then
cool.
Like,
All right.
There wasn't much left, was there?
there wasn't much left after Gambia, actually. No.
Okay. All right. So we'll start off with some news, and then we'll get right into our
Beating up Tom.
Yeah. Okay, so last weekend we had, I think it was 2 competitions running in Australia. There was Vic Drift, as well as Rayleigh, and I think was it last weekend was also SA Matsuri as well.
Yeah, they're 10-10 down at Malala.
Yeah, but that wasn't a competition. But we do have a little write-up from Mitch Sanders. He gave us. I'm just going to read it out word for word because I haven't had time to read it. So round 3 for Vic Drift, 2018 Calder Park Thunderdome was on the FD layout. Weather was good with no rain. Michael Prosnik made a return to Vic Drift after a small time away. He top qualified and won the event. Justin Gruner took out second after a rerun. This is the first battle he has lost in 3 events. Just trying to fix up spelling mistakes as well. So he's still leading the championship by a fair bit. Adrian Pinaro got 3rd place, beating Jason Ferrin, driving his old 31 wagon again in 4th place. Open practice and thrash sessions went off with lots of drivers getting out and doing terrains to entertain the crowd. I think I did see that on the Maximum Driftcast discussion board, actually. They had a lot of comment about those trains. It's just demonstration. It looks like they will be sharing the skid pans, so we'll likely have...
Yeah, that's something else.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, that's some demos going on at Maguire's Motorex.
Okay. Cool. Then have you got the results from Rayleigh there?
Yes. So Rayleigh was taken out by Ron Lang from Queensland. I think it was a rerun in the finals, if my memory serves me correctly, with Barry Clark, and then Brock Stevenson, who normally campaigns a VU Ute, has transitioned over to a S13. And that, I'm pretty sure it was the first time he's driven that car, and he managed to score 3rd place in that, and that was in the pro class. And then amateur class, if I can find it, I don't know these guys, so I can't just look at their faces and call them out. No idea who these guys are. Not even going to say it because I'm probably going to end up with the wrong people. So not even going to bother butchering those ones. Also on the weekend, we had drift demos at Hot Import Nights that was held out on the skid pan at Sydney Motorsport Park, and the guys from High Tech Drift All Stars did some demos on the figure 8, and supposedly they got a good crowd out there. It was a free event to attend, and you just had to pay if you wanted to put your car in the car show. So that's good to bring some exposure to drifting to the masses. And then this weekend down in Victoria, they have Maguire's Motorex, and they've got drift demos happening there, as far as I'm aware, all day. There's a few guys traveling down to that. Bo Yates will be down there. Matt Russell. There's a few other guys, and the guys from Drift Cadet are also going to be running their cars out there. Who else as well?
Jake Jones as well.
Oh, Jake Jones. Yeah. Jake was, I think, supposed just to take the Sunvia down, but he put a $300 block in his S13, and that lasted one session at 10:10. My biggest issue with dudes doing that is I'd be really pissed off if I was at the track and then this dude laid oil everywhere, because I'm sure the track would have been down for a little while after that, because it wasn't just a small hole. Like it
it's pretty decent.
Yeah, it chucked the leg pretty good. So
vlog today, and you could sort of hear from the in-car that motor wasn't right. In my opinion, it didn't sound normal from the get-go. So he was really holding it for what it was.
Yeah, and considering he loves the limiter too, so it was going to chuck a leg.
To a Malala, and he was in third, and he was just like clutch kicking to sort of get around it. I thought that's probably when you should stop and figure out what's going on.
Oh, Jesus.
So there goes another 25 block. But yeah, so it looks like he's bringing the.
Is it 30?
Yeah.
Wasn't it 25 30?
No.
No.
25.
Oh, okay.
It's just the S13, not his BMW.
Ah, right. Okay.
BMW. Yeah. Well, it's not a 30, but.
Cool. So
this weekend, that's sort of all that's going on. This weekend coming up is first round of FD Japan. Matty Hill has made the announcement he's going to be over there for round 2, but won't be doing round 1. I spoke to him today, tried to get him on, but we ended up with a better guest anyway with Tom. so yeah, Warwick Hill, welcome to third place, mate. Mitch Sanders is commenting on the side, put your phone down on something, Tom, so you stop moving around.
I'm charged, so I sort of can't. Hang on, I'll figure something out. This is not
Also, this weekend is a second round of DCA at Tasmania, Simmons Plain. So if you're around, then come and check that out. I think we'll be there Saturday and Sunday only this weekend.
You're kind of judging, mate.
Oh, no. Because sometimes they're around a Friday as well, I think. Am I thinking a different event?
It's only Mount Gambier that we ever do the Friday.
Yeah, I'm thinking something else. All right, no worries. Yeah, okay. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I just get told where to go, and then I make fun of people and stuff. That's it.
Well, as far as I'm aware, you're the one who's got to sign people in and make sure people have paid for their garages before they're allowed in there on Friday afternoon.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you're on a free garage, you just got to beat off EG. There you go, let's take it.
I'm a meat eater, so it's going to take a long time. Those vegans know what I'm talking about.
Jesus Christ. Too much information there.
Okay, and also there's Bring the Bash as well at Port Macquarie, which you're going to.
Yep. I've stanced the car out as much as I can, but not really. Put fluoro wheels on. That's what the trend is for this event. So
it seems like it's more like bring the fluoro.
Yeah, mine are going to be the most fluorescent out of everybody's, but the most poorly prepped wheels you'll ever see in your life.
I don't know. I've got time to actually paint the ones in my car orange or green or whatever.
Yeah, because your car's making an appearance, but you're not.
No, that's right. My car's going, but I'm not. So anyway, that'll be interesting. There should be lots of video. I think from what I heard, there's going to be lots of things for spectators to buy as well. So lots of teams are going, have merch for sale. And what else? I don't know. You probably know a lot more about the event now.
There's a handball competition going on at the Caravan Park on Friday night. I'm not going to make it up there in time for the handball competition. I'm going to stay home and make some money. So we'll see what comes out of that. And they've got some phallic-shaped medals as prizes for different awards. So hopefully I can get my hands on one of those penile medals, either for most spectacular break or most loops. I'm not sure I'll get best driver or best entry of the day. So we'll see what comes of that. And yeah, food truck, stuff like that. So this may be the only event that's ever run at Port Macquarie. So we'll see what happens with it, and hopefully it's a good event.
What do you guys got planned then?
No, it's not that. It's just, yeah, look, it's a go-kart track, and we'll see what happens long term with the event. But hopefully it can keep going. But just like Kembla was, at this stage, hopefully we'll see how it goes. Yes, Jake, I will probably get the medal for spaghetti arms. Thank you. It doesn't matter where I am. I just get bullied by Team Red Stage people.
Okay. All right. So I think that's it for the news. Unless we've forgotten about something. There's some other random drift comps around the world. I saw there was another Nürburgring comp on as well. So, but I didn't catch up on the live stream. I still haven't watched FD yet, and I bet you still haven't finished Initial D, have you?
Nope, not at all.
Okay.
Clearly, me and EG are winning at life at the moment. You know, we're even lucky Tom could come on. I hit up a few people in the last little while, and they're like, "Nah, sick, nah, busy." Somebody asked Tom. All right, done. Tom, perfect. Clearly not. Clearly, he's more organised than every other drifter.
And then my phone went flat instantly, so I had to drive home as I could, try and set up. And here we are.
Okay, cool. All right, well...
I don't feel that special anymore.
Nah. You're still special. You did your own live stream the other day revealing your car, mate.
Did I? No, I didn't.
Yeah, I'm sure I saw something live come up from the big reveal on your car. I'm going to search this now. Nah, I'm sure there was something.
I did a live stream when I first revealed the car before Mount Gambier. That was
the green one. When you did this skid. Was that it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was cool. Yeah, that was cool.
I was going to do that this time, but that clutch only lasted that event, so I thought I should probably bet it in properly next time.
It's probably a wise idea considering you're hardly the nicest guy on the gear.
Oh, not too bad.
So let's talk a little bit about this S14. So last year you campaigned a Safiro that you bought already built?
Built half.
Essentially built. Yeah, it's a bit like my car. And then this year you're campaigning an S14 that I believe originally was supposed to be your grandfather's.
Yeah, it is his. Your guess is as good as mine when it comes to whose car it is. It's the AH Transport S14. That's what I sort of named it. I'm sort of going to use that for this year and bring the Safiro back for next year.
Okay.
So the purple was a choice by your grandfather then? Like he's into purple and chrome?
Yeah, well, I took some convincing. That sort of come about with the sponsorship deal with a local paint panel company. He wanted to try out the new colour shift paint and wanted to use my car, and I needed paint, so because I pretty much wrecked the entire car in one event, so we sort of had to do something. So it all came at a good time, and it turned out pretty good, I reckon.
Yeah,
car
awesome.
Car looks amazing.
You haven't seen it. I don't know you should see it on Facebook or Instagram. Like it's been shared around a lot, but if they don't have that, where have you posted anywhere? Like, is it on a page or anything?
It's on my actual group page.
Yeah.
It's also on my personal page, and it got shared on the video of it reversing out of the shed was shared on DCA, but the photo wasn't. Think if you're watching, chuck the photo up for everyone to find on the DCA page.
I think EG's admin on there, aren't you, mate? On you get.
What do you want me to do?
It shares Tom's post of the video of the picture.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that later. Yeah.
Probably the easiest place for people to find it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's also a link to Tom's fan page on our post on Clutch Kick, so on the Facebook page. So take a look at that and jump across and give him a like. He needs all the friends he can get. He lives in lonely Mount Gambier, so
it's a cool place. I like Mount Gambier.
Come on, their
It's-
claim to the
it's
fame
cool.
is a volcano on a hole in the ground.
Pretty much. It's cool when DCA comes around. Other than that, pretty keen to get away from the place.
Yeah, but it's like 20 minutes to the beach. You have
Yeah,
hill
but-
climbs and
Beach, even in summer, it's not a beach.
yeah. And then you've got
yeah.
hill climbs and there's even a circuit there too apparently that we never see.
There's for bike racing, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
So maybe if you're nicer to the mayor or something, they might let you skid there, mate.
I've had the idea, but they've never let cars on it in its life. They're just not keen. So
Okay.
I'd wreck the place.
We're going to call this corner Tom's front bumper. We're going to call this corner Tom's rear guard. We're going to call this corner rear lower control arm. Oh, Jesus.
Okay. So getting
Jesus,
back to yeah.
that poor car copped it at Mount Gambier. I
Yeah, I
cannot
know.
believe what he did to that car.
Definitely not good, but you wouldn't even know. I mean, the tail lights in the boot don't line up. Like all the panel gaps are pretty average, but looks good in the photo.
You're right. It does.
pretty much-
It looks good.
That's a
If I
standard
hit
car.
the boot again, it'll pretty much get chopped off and tube framed. That's pretty much where it's at. We salvaged what we could for this thing.
Yeah, because I think that was the fastest I've seen someone come over that crest at Mount Gambier. I don't think I've ever seen anyone go that fast.
Yeah, it was not a smart idea in the end, but
It looked like it was going to
What
be
did-
really cool if you held it, but yeah, it was.
it was fine. The line was fine. I thought I was going to actually get through it, but the difference between the Safiro and the S14, like the brakes in the Safiro are all boosterless, so it's like a real solid pedal. And the S14's got some crazy 33 GDR brakes, and you touch it and the fronts just lock up instantly. So I haven't really had a chance to set that up.
Okay.
And I didn't actually get. It was the first time driving the car, and as I was chasing Jack Snell, it's a bit slower than how the speed I was hitting the hill, and I'm just going to sort of pull up a bit, but it's locked the fronts, and that's really what sent me into the wall at 250 million k's an hour.
You're not wrong.
What did that end up? Because you had the drift bit going at that stage. Do you remember what that registered at?
No, I didn't have a drift bit.
You had one in the car at some point, though, right?
No.
Didn't yours come up on? There you go, Michael. You missed out, mate. He'll be watching, I'm sure.
It was pretty much. People think it was fastest. I think Luke told me that the fastest. I think Chop had a drift bit, and he was doing the hill at like 115 or something. And I think Fink just said I was faster than him on that run. That's
Yeah,
where
you
they
were.
got this. from.
It's kind of scary to think we were going over that crest at those sorts of speeds. Like, not somewhere you'd think it'd get.
Near 100. I thought it would have been. I mean, I don't have a speedo in the car or anything, but I never would have thought anywhere around 120.
Nah.
I don't have a
Yeah.
speedo either, so I can't tell how fast I'm going.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
Never thought. But I was pretty hyped up in that battle, and I think that's sort of where I let myself go. I sort of need to remember to calm down before each, because it was like 3 reruns or something silly, and I just got ahead of myself.
I think you got ahead of yourself a few times that weekend, but hopefully now that you've had some seat time in that car, have you driven it? You haven't driven it since, right? That's
No,
just gonna get out on Tassie and send it.
yeah, pretty much.
So heading into Tassie, there's only a few mainland guys heading over. I think
Going. There's heaps of mainlanders going.
there's a heap of going, but just I think you're one of the better positioned guys after round 1. I think there's only a handful of guys who'd be ahead of you.
Well, I'm sitting 5th.
Yeah. So
So
expectations for the weekend?
Sorry, what was that?
What's your expectations for the weekend? Because I know you're gunning hard for some of the DCA prizes.
I want podium. I just want a podium. That's all I want. I want top 3 in championship this year because I really want to get to the World Time Attack.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's a few people like that. So
Yeah.
I think it's going to be tough.
It's going to be very tough. I think trying to coming up against Matt Harvey and Tassie is going to be a big hurdle, and people like Dale Campaign. It's also they've been in the game a lot longer than I've been, so I've got a lot on the plate. I got to really pull something out of the bag.
I won't comment on
Are you
that.
going
No, I was thinking about yeah, but no, I won't. Yeah, no, they're all really good drivers, and you're definitely up there. I think there's a lot of people also that are really hungry for that top three to get into World Time Attack. So I think people are going to step up this round, and even more when it comes to Queensland. They're gonna pull out whatever they can. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be cool though. It's going to be such good competition just because of that reason.
Even without the stakes, DCA has always got next level battles from top 32. Like all the battles are just insane. So you can't take any battle lightly. I found in DCA, even in top 32, there's 100% or you're out.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
So Tasmania last year for you, Tom, you drove pretty well because I think that was one of the first times you had travelled with drifting in general, and then you had a couple of mechanical dramas, if I remember correctly, because I think we were pitted not far from each other.
Yeah, we were like pretty much next door. But I was running a pretty new sort of boost controller from Garage 7, and I had a few issues. It sort of wiped itself or did something. So I was running on gate pressure, and it was like 5 or 6 psi in a RB20.
Ooh.
So it was.
That's not good.
It was difficult. No, I think we qualified around 13th or something, and I lost my first battle against. Got a rerun. I think I can't remember who I was against, but it wasn't too bad. It was only my third event ever, so not too bad.
Cool.
Considering 13th in a field of 60 for a guy who had never driven that track, let alone done much drifting outside of, I guess, much drifting in general that wasn't just the Mount Gambier circuit, is not a mean feat against what would have been 50 locals.
Yeah.
So I think you managed to get a good sort of grasp of the track. I think I ended up somewhere down middle to bottom, so you definitely got a good handle on it. E.g., put your gut away, mate. Nobody needs to see that. It's not that sort of show.
I forgot.
So going back to Symmons Plains, do you feel like you've got a better handle on knowing what to expect when you get down there, or do you feel like with so long between events down there, it's going to be totally new again?
It's a totally new car, and this is my second drive of this car. I've never had this once. I've only ever had the Laggy RB20. So I'm still coming to terms with that car. I feel like there's still a lot more I can get out of it as a driver. This comes down to peak time. Like, I haven't driven since Gambier, so I'm going to be a bit rusty. But I think in past events, going back to tracks I've driven, I've definitely felt a lot more comfortable. Like Gambier, that was the third time I've driven Gambier. It went pretty well. Qualified fourth. Like, the more experience I get, the more consistent I'm being on track, and the better I'm starting the event at. So I feel like just more and more seat time. Like, I don't plan on getting out of the car. I'm just going to keep doing laps. I feel like that's the answer to it all.
Yeah, definitely. That's one thing that a lot of people are missing out. They just sort of park the car up and they just think, "Oh, I'm good enough." But no, you really need to practice and know that you're doing the right thing consistently as well, with what the judges are asking. So if you can get that down, you have a good spotter, then I think that's definitely a positive when you're trying to win a competition.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, I have some insider information for you, Tom. I know head judge has been looking at trying to mess with some clipping points and stuff, but at this stage he can't work out what he wants to do. So just
That's-
anticipate
I already knew
potentially
that-
saying
I
silly.
already knew that information, and I'll tell you how. I think you might have brought it up. I've gotten to about the 5th podcast, and I haven't actually caught up on the rest of them. But someone that does listen to every single one of your podcasts is my nan. So she was telling me about it the other day about they might be changing clips. So that's, I already knew that.
Did we bring it up last week? I can't even remember. I can't keep up with
I-
these weeks anymore.
He's all over.
I don't know. I remember I was like being more.
Cryptic.
No. Like this,
Okay.
just this week, I was like more focused on thinking about how to actually change it up. I might have mentioned, I'm thinking about it, but I actually haven't decided anything yet. But I really want to put something else in to make it more interesting. But looking at the track and the sort of layout that we have to run, it's really hard to figure out what we can do to make it more interesting. So initially I was thinking of like putting a clip somewhere you wouldn't expect it, like an inside clip.
Yeah,
So-
I'm keen for a bit of change. I wasn't a huge fan of the layout last year, if I'm honest.
You weren't a huge fan?
No, but at the same time, it was my 3rd event
Okay.
drifting ever, so I don't really have much of an opinion.
All right. What didn't you like about it then?
I didn't like the long drag out into the second outer clip?
Okay.
The one in front of the judges.
Yeah.
Probably because I couldn't do it right. But I really wasn't enjoying that. It took me a long time to get used to.
Okay. So is that because it wasn't flowing nicely, or did you feel like you slowed down a lot?
I feel like, especially chasing, it definitely it chokes up a bit.
When you're chasing.
Yeah.
Okay, so like when the lead car sort of turns and switches in front of you, you feel like you're being left behind a little bit.
Well, no, it's hard to explain. It's sort of like they drag all the way out there and then they've got to rush back to the other side. It's sort of just, I don't know. Then again, it's been a long time. I wasn't very good back then.
No, that's fine. It's part of the thing is we're trying to make it difficult, but then if it's yes, but it should kind of flow as well. So that was like a point that I tried to push to make it a bit difficult and to slow people down and to close a gap. Some people got my idea very quickly. So Matt Harvey, Brody, they're both locals, which usually the locals don't pick up very quickly because they do the track their way, and when you make a change, they're not really used to it. Whereas the people that don't run it, so like yourself, I think that's what was an advantage for you guys, was that you didn't know the track. I've given set these clips, and you've just pushed as best as you can, and that's actually good because whereas the locals would run their normal layout, their normal sort of line, and they wouldn't sort of deviate from it, and that's what would disadvantage them in the competition. So
that's a good thing. I was actually talking to Matt Harvey the other day, and he was hoping as well for a bit of a change to make it a bit of a even playing field when we all get there.
Ah, okay. So what did he sort of mention what he was hoping for, or what he?
No, we didn't really chat too much about it. But
Okay.
he thought it was a good thing if the clips were changed a bit.
Okay.
Run the whole front straight.
I think we should go heaps faster.
Top of 4th gear, front straight runs. That's it.
We should start at the back of that massive turn and just fall the whole way.
Yeah, that's straight up. 4th gear. That's it.
Yeah, but the other issue,
Run.
it would be cool if all the cars are like a very similar power, but then there's such a big difference in power level, or actually probably power to weight more than power, because you could have a really heavy car or really light car with not much power and it's still equivalent. But yeah, it's just trying to figure out something that's fun to watch, interesting and difficult as well. So can't make it too easy, otherwise you just sort of get sort of a very boring, monotonous sort of thing.
Definitely don't make it too easy. That's for
Yeah.
sure. Change is good. Change is good. I would be all for it.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about it. I'm probably going to have a quick chat to the other judges, hopefully before the event, because there's really not much time before then. But yeah, we'll see how we go. So yeah, I guess I'm talking too much. So Greg's good at asking questions.
No,
You should ask a question now.
you're good. Nah, I'm just reading through the comments and I'm copying crap from people, seeing if my car will actually find fourth or if it'll kill my ECU. And then there's somebody called Outrun, which I'm pretty sure is the owner of DCA, said, if we run that layout, well, you can all welcome mandatory full cages and race suits. And hello to Tom's nose and eyes. Oh, yeah, because on the live stream, we can literally only see your eyes and nose.
Ooh, really? Hang on.
Oh, what sort of view have you got?
Have I got?
Oh, you've got a full screen view, don't you? Because I've got it condensed in like a I don't know how you describe it, like a tiled view. So that's probably why.
Yeah. We can see a little bit more of you now. There's already been a
I really don't know where I am in all of this.
Yeah, that's all right.
Cool.
And then
Okay.
your mouth's joined the party. There's a few other people are calling for your Nan to be on next week's episode.
Yes, do it. That would be awesome.
All right, Nana Hemmings, we're going to get you on at some stage. Oh, is she going down? Is she going to be down in Tassie?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, she goes there.
Oh, maybe she can do an EG Spec live stream. So basically, she can rag on all the drivers as they're trying to drive.
The field reporter.
There we go. Line her up, EG. Find her and give her a
It could be
link.
2 o'clock in the morning, right? And I'll get on, like, when FD's on, I'll get on, like, the top 32 or something. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I've got a lot of people that drift in my friends list. Only person that's watching with me at the time will be my nan.
Wow, that's awesome.
Watching FD. She loved it.
Oh, so it's not your pop's car, it's your nan's car. Let's be real.
Yeah. Nan runs the whole show. She's the boss.
That's it.
Wow, that's so cool.
So, what are some rough ideas that you've had, EG, when it comes to this layout?
You're interviewing me now.
Yeah, I'm sure Tom's interested because it's an interesting place to throw around some ideas.
Well, okay. I don't know how much I could talk about these ideas, but it's like adding clips is what it would be.
Yeah, fair enough.
And adding inside clips rather than outside clips.
Yeah, just please keep them away from the orange bump.
Yeah.
Keep them away. I'm pretty sure this. Yeah, a V8 supercar blew on engine this like a month ago whenever they were down there because they ran over the top of that and just destroyed the sump. So I could imagine on a drift car. Well, last year had only just gone in before we got there because V8 supercars had asked for it because everybody was cutting that corner, and then the manager was just like, "Guys, stay the hell away from that orange bump. We apologise that it's gone in, but yeah, we added Tasmania Junior to the inside corner of turn 2, so yeah,
it is that. I literally snapped a wheel."
Yeah. We're just copping crap here from Luke. Stop being negative like your car. That's what he's saying to me. And he's also said any extra speed would just mean digging Tom out from further in the gravel trap. So.
You got a point.
Okay. So yeah, I can't really talk much about it because I haven't really thought. Well, no, I've thought a lot, but I haven't figured out anything exactly that would work out very well. So that's probably all I could probably say, I think. Otherwise, the other thing that I was thinking about was I think I actually mentioned it last time, was to make things a bit clearer where you could sort of gain points or have an advantage in ways, and where it would take away, but I haven't sort of figured out a way to describe it yet. So that's about it for judging at the moment.
Yeah, and I guess the big thing last year for Tassie with that funny outside clip in front of the judges was, and Mitch commented that it was like one cone too long, but as a driver, it was always hard to sort of know at what point you could sort of start setting yourself up for the next corner, because it always felt like if you tried to overcommit to it, you were just going to drive straight through the main circuit section rather than going through the motorbike section that we were drifting around. So I think anything that can make that clearer for drivers to be able to know when they can come in and out of that zone is going to help. So yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Luke said, "Can you bring his charger to Tassie, please, Tom?"
Oh, I was meant to send that months ago. If I can find it, I'll bring it, Luke. You shouldn't have left it here.
Oh,
I've
Jesus.
been busy. Leave me alone.
You guys
Okay.
wouldn't do the around that sort of island section and then back, would you? I guess it kills the flow during practice.
Yeah,
They've
so
done
Harvey was actually showing me footage from like the Tassie series or something, and they don't let that run anymore because it was like a repeat of Mount Gambier the first or second year when Greenhill was on his qualifying run, and then a car was heading back, and same sort of thing happened. So they don't let it happen anymore.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, and Luke's just said your entry form has disappeared, Tom. So good luck with that entry.
There's plenty of good roads over there. I've got a DCA banner on the windscreen. I'm sure people will love that screaming around the streets.
maybe you can get on a current affair.
So, Tom, you've had a dream run all the way to the final on Sunday. Who do you verse in the final?
Jeez. I really want to battle Matt Harvey. I really would like to be in finals with Matt Harvey.
Let's make it. Well, I would imagine that's potentially what's going to happen. But if you weren't to go Matt Harvey and you weren't going to go Dale Campaign, who's your next dark horse?
You.
I'm not going.
He's not going.
Even if you were, it'd be easy work.
I'd have to find my way out of top 32. I'd need my top 32 battle to spin, my top 16 to break, to find my way to push my car around the track in the top 8 while the other car's broken, and then a forfeit in the top 4, and then I'd go up against you in the final.
It could happen. What about Chopper?
You never know. Never know. No, I don't. I can't think of too many people. I can't even remember who's going on the spot. I don't know. I really want to battle Matt Harvey somewhere along the line. I know it's a hard one, but me and him drive really well together. So
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
He's a solid driver.
Mr. Consistent, just incredible.
Yeah.
One of the best drivers. But Tassie last year, I was really, really struggling. Like I just couldn't figure it out. And he's going, follow me. It was like the first time I'd really been to an event with him, but never really met him properly. He's like, no, follow me. Within 2 or 3 laps together, like I had the track, and it was good. It was really good. And it was the same with Gambier. Like this year, like we did some laps together, and we found our pace and we found our groove, and we just seemed to drive pretty well together.
I think it'd be interesting. Matt Harvey's pretty tough. Like, he's very consistent. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not saying I favourite him, but
all I see is favoritism from a head judge here.
I can. Yeah, he's really, really skilled.
I don't want to win to come in, so if I take Matt Harvey and I win, it's pretty well deserved, I reckon.
Yeah, it will be.
So do you reckon if you make Matt Harvey in the final and you lose to him, you can convince Nan to buy you a sequential box?
Yeah, or maybe.
Well, you'd probably be in the running for a time attack at that stage, so you might need it.
You're probably right. Who knows what we've got in the works?
Oh shit! Here we go. Breaking news.
So
No,
if you
we don't
were
know.
to make World Time Attack, would you actually take the Eurosafiro or the S14?
No, S14. We just put like a cam spec cage, full cage in it, with the good side intrusions and whatnot. We did that as well the other week, so it's pretty well ready for something at that level. That was sort of where we wanted to send it. So
Okay. Yeah, cool. So what's going to happen? No, actually, with your car now, did your grandfather buy it as it was? So like, there's as in the engine tuned as it is, or have you made changes to it?
no, we made a lot of changes to it. It was running like a NIS tune, and then it was running like LS coils, and it was just all sorts of junk. So we got a 6-boost manifold and turbo smart gate, Garage 7 loom, Link Fury ECU, tuned by Garage 7. We put Shockworks coilovers in it. Like, this is all before we drove it the first time.
Yep.
A Costal. And then after Mount Gambier, we chopped out the junk cage that it come with. Put a new cage in it. Yeah, it's a completely different car than when we got it.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Other
So is it the SR that's in there, or is it something else?
No, it's 25,
mate.
25. Yeah, the other thing was I kept
30.
getting confused with the car you had borrowed. What's his name?
Hunter's car.
Hung's car.
Paul's
Yeah.
car.
Yeah. So I remember the first time Tom put it into the wall. When it came over, because it was so quick, I only saw a glimpse of it. I actually thought it was you because it looked like something that Greg would do.
What does that even mean?
So yeah, it was a bit confusing to differentiate your cars at the start of the event.
Nah, the one I felt most bad for was I think I was next in line, and I don't know what the hell you were doing, Tom, but you went to initiate over the hill, and you just went straight sideways and just locked up all four and just like, boom, perfectly sideways into the first wall that was like, before you even transitioned to come over the hill. And I was like, what the hell is this dude doing? And then after that, we're just like, yep, fuck it, let's just go.
I had a caster rod come out. Probably should have spanner checked it a couple of times as the day went on. The bolt came out of the caster rod and locked up on my wheel arch, and that's what sent me into the wall on that run.
Jesus
shit.
Christ, that's
Yeah,
scary.
that was-
Not the wrong place for that.
Yeah, definitely. And the worst part was that it was the other side from the big accident, so it was both sides got caved in.
Yeah, I'm very happy, and you should. This is the right moment to thank those guys who have fixed your car up down at Mount Gambier. Give them a shout out, mate.
Gambier Custom Autos and dudes and definitely, it's incredible. What they did is just nuts. The car, like, they did it, no joke. I sent the car there in a million pieces. Like, there was no guards on it. It was absolutely stuffed. And I think they got it back to me in 2 weeks, painted kit on. They painted my cage. They did all sorts. Like, they did 2 weeks and, yeah, looked after me. So can't thank them guys enough for coming on board. Looking forward to working with them a bit more.
Yeah, hopefully not too much more.
Probably, it's inevitable.
I would say probably if you get your World Time Attack spot, it'll be between Archie and World Time Attack, I would probably say.
Yeah, I think so. Archie's not too bad now. Luke's pushed all the walls back and he's made it all right. So I didn't really have too many accidents there last year, so it wasn't too bad.
It depends how hard you want to go, mate.
I mean, I did hit a wall and then send that wall into my nan, but that was about it at Archie. Yeah, that happened.
Wow. You're a little bit scary, but
Yeah,
very,
I
very
know.
talented.
She loved it. It was all good.
Does she come with
You
you
wa-
to all the events?
Sorry.
Does she come to all the events with you?
Yeah, the only event that she hasn't come to is Darwin.
Oh, did you do what's it called?
Invitation, yeah, stand-up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
interesting. How did you
I went
find
up there
Darwin?
hot.
How were the?
More information.
Yeah.
Hot. It's
What was the track like? What were the people like? How did you feel the judging went? Did you? How did you place? I didn't.
I did. I was actually driving half a road. I think I qualified 11th.
Yep.
Went up my first battle against what's his name? He's from Perth, the green S15. He's got heaps of them.
Brendan Greaves.
That's the one. Put fresh tires on my car before I went out, and I didn't warm them up. Forgot to warm them up. There was a bit of pressure, and I've come in on my lead like the first run and just gone straight off because there was just wax on the tires still, and that was it. All over. Went all the way to the top of Australia, and a stupid mistake cost me dearly.
You had some good videos come up. I don't know if it was videos with you and Aussie or you and Doyle as well. And you had some pretty sick runs.
That was some of the best driving I've ever been a part of to date is the runs I did with Aussie that night. We were just going crazy.
Yeah. That was some impressive driving that I saw from you. And I don't think that was middle of last year, was it?
Yeah, August, I think, somewhere around then. I'm not.
Yeah. So yeah, you
it's like traveling and driving, and I can't really piece it together now.
But so to give everybody a little bit of background, sort of you're from Mount Gambier, which for people who don't know is sort of halfway between Melbourne and Adelaide. So there's no tracks there or anything like that, and even you sort of the places you'd go out and potentially do some street lamp inspections seem fairly sketchy. From sort of when you're driving into town and stuff, you've probably got to go a little bit further than even EG goes for his street lamp inspections because it's a lot of logging areas and the roads are either fairly straight or don't look all that skiddable. How long have you been driving for, and roughly how many events have you actually ever really done?
Drifting events, I've done. My very first event drifting. My very first event driving a turbo car, really skidding bitumen properly, was the very first Mount Gambier.
Wow.
And I've done every DCA since, and I've done one Mallala, and I've done one Darwin, and that's it. So like maybe 10 drives, maybe.
Wow. It's impressive.
It's scary to think how good you are with the lack of events that you've ever done. Like
Yeah.
it is seriously stupid.
Yeah. Thanks.
Like
before that, like I never even really done street lamp inspection. It was more like in Mount Gambier with pines. Like you go out in the forest and there's white metal roads, so it's like just dirt roads and driving like crappy AU Falcons and just like being stupid. Like we had a couple of R31 Skylines. That's where I sort of learned how to tandem in the pines. Like, but none of it's got grip involved. None of it's got power involved. It's all in the rain. It's all, yeah. I don't know. I've just always wanted to do it. I've always had a bit of a knack for driving, even if it is just in the pines. And got a drift car and the support of my amazing family, and here we are.
That's awesome. But that is practice. Like that is, it gives you the car control and things like that. That's what you're missing out on, Greg.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to cop it somehow.
But you know, yeah. In the scheme of things, I've only been drifting for maybe like not even 2 years.
Wow.
But it's not every weekend either. So I still don't do street drifting now. Like I don't do anything other than DCA. I don't go out the pines anymore.
No, street drifting's bad. You're not allowed to do street drifting.
Yeah,
it's illegal.
It's terrible. 100%. I agree. Yeah, I don't do anything other than I don't get any practice in other than DCA events these days.
Do you so some of the other guys practice on simulators, like get on games because they don't have access or they don't have money to actually get onto tracks. Is that something that you do as well?
No, I actually bought a PC to set that up, but I haven't actually got around to doing it.
Okay.
So I've never used a simulator. I've used a mate's one like for 10, 15 minutes, and yeah, I couldn't really get the hang of it.
Yeah, that's me. I can't do that. I keep trying on other people's ones, but I just keep understeering into whatever is in the way.
Yeah. I can't even drive standard cars. Like if my mates have cars for the Pines, like we back in the day we used to just get heaps of cars together and we'll go out the Pines. But now if I like go out and watch, and even like I could go out there today and get in these like standard E's, I can't drive them because I just can't do it anymore. Takes me ages to get the hang of it. So.
Okay.
I don't know if that's slightly scary or not.
Yeah. I just like I think I like overcommit. I just go way too hard for what the car is. So like a stock AU Falcon, like coming out of a Pine brake at 150 k's an hour without any lock or power. So it's like it's new from the start.
Oh Jesus. With the bend opening and stuff like that, would you ever think about having either a car up in Adelaide somewhere or over in Victoria potentially as a practice car?
It's only 3 hours from here, so it's easy enough to just here and take there.
I think it's close to you guys than it is to Adelaide.
No, it's only an hour and a half from Adelaide or so.
Is it? Oh, okay. I thought it was a bit further away. Okay.
But it's not. I'm a truck driver, so I'm happy to drive 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So where'd the whole drifting thing come from then? If you weren't overly exposed from being able to go to events sort of point of view, and then jumping in and doing the first ever round of DCA at Mount Gambier is a bit of a leap. Where did the sort of desire for drifting to sort of come from?
I don't actually know. I don't. I've watched a lot of people get asked this question, and they've all got these awesome stories, and where they first were exposed to drifting. I don't really have. I don't know. I come across it and I liked it. I think just being an idiot in my car when I was like 16, 17, and then coming across it. I used to watch a lot of Luke Butley back when he had the Holford car, and just a lot of YouTube videos, and I just sort of always wanted to do it. Never had a real crazy reason behind it. I just liked it. I thought I was half alright at car control, even in Pines, and I thought I might as well have a crack at it. And there was nothing else I wanted to do other than get involved in drifting. So,
sorry.
What are you doing there, mate? Bloody interrupting him.
No. Sorry, my phone's gone flat, so that's all. I'm streaming again on my phone because of the lovely internet. The lovely internet we have here. I might have to get my charger because I don't think this is charging. So I'll just duck out.
All right, perfect. Take your wireless headphones off so we can talk about you, mate. No, you can probably still hear us too. So I guess with the rest of the season, what's your plan with, to step up to be at that level that you guys like Matt Harvey and Dale Campaign are? Is there anything that you're sort of changing, or was the car change and just looking for reliability sort of your main goal for the year?
Yeah, well, I think everyone's chasing the reliability, but I found going into the S14 at Gambia, I did however many events in the Safario with all that lag. Like, I know it's all drivable and whatnot. I had a lot of dramas. But then I got this S14. I've never done so many laps than I did at the last Mount Gambier round, and it sort of paid off. Ended up qualifying fourth, which is that's the highest I've ever qualified. That was amazing. It was one of the best feelings ever to be in the top five, and it's just the laps, still laps and doing laps, having a car that has got the response, it's got reliability. Like, we don't even have the car turned up. It's only on the 14 pound and It's just an animal, and it just keeps going, going, going. So I feel like just getting in and doing the laps, and I will be where I want to be eventually.
Luke saying that the Safira was good even without boost. Did he drive it down at Tassie last year?
He drove it at Dazzy, and it was one of the worst decisions of my life.
Why?
It was the scariest thing I've ever seen. I told him to go out and do 2 laps because the boost controller was an RPC and also controlled fans, that fan control, and did a lot of things. So with that not working, my fans weren't working. After 2 or 3 laps, oil was getting hot, and I was like, 2 or 3 laps and come in. 6 or 7 laps later, he comes in, the temps are, oh my God. And he was only driving about 100 kilometres faster than I'd be driving it. It was just crazy. And it also sucked because watching that car do something that you just can't do is like, it's pretty disappointing.
I think Steve Pembrey knows those feels.
I don't want Luke to get an even bigger head. He's not that good.
Don't worry, I got the same thing. So I think we've all had it. Basically, with DCA, you've got Luke to drive your car to tell you how shit the car is, but how well he drives it. And then you've got EG to tell you how gay and how shit your driving is. Basically, it's a recipe for suicide.
It does blow my mind how good Luke can driving. That's stupid. I hate him driving things. It just makes everyone look stupid.
I know. And then he does it better, which is annoying. Even like a track or a road that you're used to, that you sort of practice every week, and then he comes along and just does 2 laps, and after that he's faster than you. It's bizarre.
So he was in an AU Ute doing 180k backwards entries into Simmons at their massive Matsuri last year. It's like, what sort of person does that?
It's the fact he's an octopus too. Like, I didn't think he'd fit in my seat, but somehow it fit in my seat. So it's like everything else sort of just sucks in, and the beak has to stay its size or whatever. But everything else sort of fits around it. The guy is a freak. So there seems to be a rumor going around too, EG, that he came out to your street lamp inspection spot. Is that what you're referring to?
Maybe. He came and helped out with some street lamp inspections, and then he just did a better job.
Put all you Canberra boys out of a job, mate.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, he set the bench truck a lot higher, so we've gotten quicker since and better, but yeah, I'm sure he would have gotten better as well again.
So so I think when Luke comes down for World Time Attack in the AE86, he should probably keep heading south after the event for some street lamp inspections then.
You should just miss World Time Attack altogether. There's one less person we all have to worry about.
Yeah, it'd be interesting this year. I wonder who's actually going to be judging and involved with that. Because
I hope it's the same judges from last year.
I hope
incredible.
No, please.
Yeah,
if Suchia has to, if he's judging again, like, I'm gonna start throwing shit.
I don't actually care for the results of World Time Attack. I don't actually care who's judging. I just want to drive it. So
yeah.
Well, you might have to bring the car. You might have to bring the car up to Sydney later. Later in the year, you might have to bring the car up to Sydney in December, mate. Then, as well.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye on stuff. December.
Thank you.
Sydney.
Yeah.
Luke's just breaking news. He might be driving a Hilux at World Time Attack Challenge, not the AE86.
And he can drive that BT50 on the skid pan at Tassie better than anyone can drive their like $50,000 race car. So he's going to win in a Hilux as well.
He could probably enter the BT50 and still do okay.
Did you see him on the skid pan at Tassie last year?
Yeah. You should see him on Archie in his automatic BT50.
Just ridiculous. I hate that guy.
All right, let's stop gushing over this guy as a wanker anyway. So, how would you feel about EG doing a live stream during practice to give all the drivers some tips, similar to the one he did down at a recent event down at Wakefield? I don't know if you managed to catch that video, but he handed out some fairly good tips to drivers. Some of them
very
took some offense to it, but
Short
maybe
and
one you need to go
blunt.
back and have a look at.
No,
But
I reckon it's a good idea. I'd love to, take on as much criticism as you get better. I have a lot to learn.
Maybe I'll ask
Oh,
Steve
yeah.
to do that. I'll ask Steve to. He can articulate words a bit better than I can, and probably spend a bit more time. And he's I think he can talk quicker too in a short amount of time, so he'll probably be able to explain things better than I can.
Luke says you're more than welcome to run it in the drivers group, and I don't think Steve needs to articulate anything. The runs happen way too quickly. The sort of 3 or 4 word answers are the best ones, I think, EG. So just keep chucking those ones out. I think that was shit, not fast enough. They're all pretty good, pretty straight to the point. So I think you need to do that, mate. I'll be watching that with keen eyes from up at Port Macquarie.
I'm working on something that will help drivers. Hopefully, it will eventuate maybe next year, not this year. There's just too much things on at the moment, so I have an idea for an application, but we'll just see how we go. And it'll be more informative than my 3-word sort of commentary.
But it's going to be a dumbed down version, so you're just pressing those buttons.
Yeah, that's it.
On the app to send it out. Maybe we'd work it out with Michael and have it sort of with the drift bit, and that can live stream to that run on their drift bit, and it, it'll have your quick feedback onto that run. You go into partnership.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. I should have a chat with him. Bringing up drift bit, have you got your drift bit? Have you signed up? What's the correct term? Have you pledged for a drift bit? Yeah, have you seen the drift bit, Tom? Or heard about it?
Yeah, I've seen them. I've had a good look through it all, and I'm definitely going to get a couple for both cars. Definitely going to do it.
Okay.
Should probably get around to getting. I might send them off some money. So.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So the Kickstarter's going at the moment. I think it's getting close to the end of the time frame that he's set. So I don't think he's quite at his goal yet. So it'd be nice to get things like if you're interested in getting onto it, do it sooner than later, because it could be you could miss out on a good deal. And
I was looking through all the packages and whatnot the other day, actually. So I might get onto that. Thanks for money. Definitely gonna get onto it though. I reckon it's a great thing.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then you could.
Michael's going to be down there in Tassie, so.
Oh, is he?
Yep. So try and get it in your car, and EG use it for some data collection too, and see what people are doing.
Yeah, that's right. We were going to have a comp, weren't we, between me and you in your car?
We weren't. In my car, my piece of shit.
So you could do a better run.
I have to save it for Archie.
Oh, Archie. Yeah, okay.
Or at QR between the 2 Archie events.
No, I'll be in Japan.
Oh yeah, you're ditching and going to Japan.
Yep, straight after.
Going back to the motherland.
So Driftbit, definitely get on that. It's closing soon, and he needs to reach his goal if you want to get a good deal on it. So, but anyway.
So I guess moving forward with Tom. So this season, I guess the plan is, I'm guessing, is to do. You got Tassie, of course, and then both events up at at Archie, doing both DCA and Cash Kings, or undecided?
Undecided just yet. I'm not sure. I'm really busy at work, so it's probably going to be stay that busy all year. So it's going to be hard to sort of stay up there for a week. I'm not really sure yet. I'll definitely be up there for the finals, but whether or not I stay for Cash Kings is another question. Also,
Yeah.
if I get top 3 and get a time attack spot, sort of got to probably take the car home and get it ready as well, instead of riding it off into a wall the next weekend.
I'm sure your sponsors can fix that up really quickly for you.
Yeah, maybe. It depends.
They seem to do a really good job from what I saw that you did to the car last at Mount Gambier. So I'm sure they'll be able to fix anything.
I told the guys we need a quick job and it doesn't need to be perfect. So it's not perfect, but
It
no
looks good in
goes.
photos. It looks really cool.
All right, stop gushing over his car,
That's
mate. Let's
cool.
talk about
It's
him and his
awesome.
driving, mate.
All right, he's driving. Okay.
And then the plan moving forward from the end of the season. What's your plan, sort of moving forward with the drifting?
I don't know. Well, we've got to wait for Luke to figure out what he's doing with this summer series, I suppose. I don't know. I wanted to go on. I really want to do some fun events as well instead of just doing comps. So I need to get to maybe a Winton Day or maybe another Malala or something. And hopefully the Bend opens up. A few rumours getting around that it's not that far off from being driftable. So it'd be good to go there. So.
I don't know if you guys would have seen it. I'm sure you would have, Tom, because you'd be mates with all the SA guys. There was a few of them with drift cars out there this week.
We're just doing a display.
I know they did the display at Shannon's Nationals, but I know Pickering and a few other guys had cars out there midweek, as far as I'm aware. Maybe you can do some.
Well, sure.
Maybe you can do some digging, mate. They're all your friends, so.
I don't know if they want me to drive though. They'll ask me. We're pretty exclusive at the minute, so we'll wait till. I actually haven't heard of when. I heard there's a rumor it's only 8 weeks away or something like that, but I don't know any whatsoever.
Yeah, that's cool. That's something that you'd be looking forward. That's the dedicated drift track, isn't it?
Yeah. Sanders said that they drove the old section apparently.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that the old runway sort of section is still there. Yep, he just said it's still there. So it'd be interesting to see if they just put some walls around that and kept running it.
That would be awesome.
Why do I feel like that's going to be what ends up happening with drifting there anyway? They're going to build this purpose-built stadium. They're going to run go-karts and rallycross on it and then tell the drifters to fuck off down to the old section.
Well, I'm also doing a hill climb at the end of the year. So we'll see how I go with that.
With the Mount Gambier hill climb, does that come back in on itself, or does it basically just run all the way to the top and then everybody sort of grids up and then gets sent back down?
Yeah, you run half the field to the top and you sit and wait, then you all come back down.
Yeah. Can you skid it?
No, you get one warning if you get a bit too out of control. So I'm actually gonna put some semis on and see how fast I can get up the hill. We've got a bit of a bet going on with a mate, so we'll see how fast we can get up it, and then maybe the last run of the day I'll put some kenders on it and see what we can get.
Just sit on the brake the whole way up the hill.
I think I can go up the hill pretty quick, pretty sideways. I've driven down a million times and just dreamt of it, so I think if I've got one shot, I'll be able to pull something out of the bag and have a real go.
Luke says that they're working on dates currently and there are some big announcements to come with next season. So
Cool.
Please all I can say is, Luke, please make it more than 3 rounds so that it's not 3 rounds including Tassie.
Yeah. Agree.
As much as I want to get back to Tassie, and I would have loved to have been there, just more the pressure that feeling like you have to be down there. But
I don't feel that I would go even if it wasn't driving. I absolutely loved Tassie last year, and it's a wicked place. Actually reminds me of New Zealand. It's just awesome to go to. So I was going to Tassie with a car or without a car. I was going to be there. So I'm quite happy with that. I guess some of us are just more dedicated to the series than others.
Mate, I did all 4 rounds last year with a
Everyone picked
broken
on
ass car.
Greg.
I think the only time it actually finished an event working properly was Mount Gambier, and then he's giving me crap because I can't even make 3 events this year. I paid for the boat, and I just didn't want to do the travel because I would literally commit suicide if I got down there and the car didn't work. So that's the only reason I'm not going. I want to get back to that track because after my stupid disasters last year, I feel like I have unfinished business there. So I do want to get back to Simmons. Well, that's when the gearbox. That's when the gearbox came away from the motor.
We got gearbox on the ground.
Yeah, we put that other gearbox in, but the bolts had sheared out of the adapter plate, so we tried to clamp the box and the motor together using G clamps.
Then you hit a speed bump in the car park and we're about to get on the bottom, and the gearbox literally fell out.
No, yeah, it just spat it spat the clamp off, and I had enough momentum to get up the hill, but then I couldn't get the clamp back on it to hold the box and motor together, so they had to flat tow me on and off the boat. Hence why I was trailering down this time.
Times.
Splendid times. Mate, you didn't even tow your own car. You got your buddy grandmother to tow it around for you.
Grandfather, he towed it. I wanted to street drive it, but he wasn't keen because he knows I'll be an idiot.
Do you know who I can't wait to see street drive? And I hope you tail them down, is Doyle.
Oh,
No,
wow.
he's getting the car picked up. He's not driving.
Ah, so he's driving it onto the boat and then getting it picked up from Devonport. Oh,
Yep.
lame. I wanted to see him do an hour and 40-minute drive with the buddy, or the hour drive, whatever it is, to the track in that car. That would have been funny to watch. Doing burnouts, leaving every set of lights.
It's only 100 kilowatts, so pretty good for the street.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Has anybody seen Chopper's M plates?
Yes,
guys-
I have.
Oh my goodness, how aggressive are those things?
I
hoping
don't
Chopper-
get near him. You chop my head off, but pretty keen.
I haven't seen them. What do they look like?
He's got these dirty big devil-looking things hanging off the end of his wing. I'll see if I can find a picture to send to you. But
Just
yeah,
describe it.
Jesus.
That's all right.
I don't know if he's planning on street driving that down there, but I hope he doesn't kill any of the locals. But what he might do is take off the second head, so the place will look a little bit normal for a few weeks.
Oh, that's great. That's great. But yeah, they definitely look like legitimate weapons bolted to his spoiler.
Yeah.
Like what, swords or something?
No,
I
they're
don't know
like
what-
big things like
Like
yeah.
a saber or something like that.
No, they're just like teardroppy. Here, I'll send you
I
a
don't
link,
know.
mate.
They're crazy. They're just crazy.
Yeah, the thing's spastic.
Okay.
That's a cool car. That is a cool car.
That's the kind of car that you
Me-
need, Greg. It's not. It is crazy, but it's not too crazy like your car.
I'm aware, mate. We have this discussion every week. I got caught up in the high-tech effect, and now I'm paying for it, and I've been paying for it for like 2 years. So thank you for rubbing it in once again, mate. You make me feel special.
You're still looking for the picture.
Yeah, oh, there's a video on his Facebook page, but for some reason I can't share it.
Okay, that's
Um,
all right. I don't think I can look at things at the moment, otherwise it kills the internet.
Yeah, between that and the porn you're downloading,
No, I had to pause that.
that's fair.
Okay.
Supposedly they're up to over 40 drivers now for Tassie. So it was only 29. It was only 29 yesterday, but I think it's pretty.
Like a split decision entry, which is awesome. Good to see him over there.
Who was
Like
that? Sorry?
Nathan Greenhill, I think he legit booked everything today. He's just went, stuff it, let's go.
Wow.
And he's going to be there. So that's awesome.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I didn't see him on the list, and when I saw him asking for wheel alignment stuff, I was like, I didn't see him on the list, but clearly more going on than
But he booked his permit for that today. I'm guessing he booked his boat today because he was in our. We got a group chat, and it's like a Tassie group chat, and I don't think he was coming, and then he just out of nowhere just let's go. So that's awesome.
Yeah, replacing me, because I'm basically not a team player. I was going to say something, but then I forgot. Lost my train of thought. No, it's gone. It's gone. Stop staring at me funny, EG. Just say something, mate.
Yeah, I know.
You
I'm
here to
trying to
back
think
me
of
up here?
questions. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what would people want to know, because we talked about your history. We talked about did we talk about why you picked the Saphira?
Why? What's that?
So how did you end up with the Saphira rather than something else? Because like the more sort of traditional cars, I would say, it would be like a Silvia or a Skyline. And the Saphiros, they're kind of getting rare as well. So like getting parts like body panels and things, headlights and things, like all those bits and pieces are getting rare.
Yeah. We sort of probably wouldn't have bought the car if we knew more about the cars and how rare they are when we started.
Okay.
It's been been a lot of difficult times trying to keep that car running, going, and looking like a Saphira. So yeah, I don't know. I wanted something with like the S chassis steering and RB. Saphiras look cool. So
yep.
I don't know. It was what was about at the time, and seemed pretty kitted out. And turns out it was actually pretty shit when we got it. We just didn't know.
All right.
And of course, 4 doors, more horse, mate. That's why you've got a 4-door as well.
I was going to say that.
EG?
You can't. I didn't know if I could speak like that on this show.
No. I've dropped them a few times, so you'll be all right. And EG knows he's part of the crew too with his 4 doors, so.
Yeah, I'm mostly 4 doors actually now. My
Get
180 and my
the
Silvia's
180 run. Get them running, mate.
Oh, they're so shit, I guess. I need to take better care of them, I think, but that's all. They just don't. The SRs don't last, or something. I can't.
So why don't you sell the Sephi? Yeah,
what was that?
I know your car's always broken, mate. You're a bit like me with our SRs. Why don't you sell the Sephi?
Why would I?
Well, get something like. When are you going to build your 2J S15 with your winters and your gearbox?
What do I need one of them for?
Come on, World Time Attack, World Domination.
There's one event a year.
Yeah, come on.
Look, I'll leave that to the professionals.
I think he's talking about you, Greg.
No, mate, far from professional.
You bought the 2J and you're looking up for a box at some point.
I'm not smart enough to put the 2J in things. I just don't know enough about it all.
So
you
still got the RB20 in it? Is that right?
No, I took that out. It's been taken out.
So what's in there
Got
now?
a motor. I'm building nothing currently.
Nothing. Okay.
I'm building a nothing currently. Flintstone power.
I've got a 25 on a engine stand in my shed with a few bits and pieces getting put on it. So.
Yeah, and so that's going to be like a surprise at one event. You're just going to rock up in the Sephi with a surprise RB25.
I don't know. I want to get it together for the Bayside Matsuri. They're running down like close to Mount Gambier. In October maybe if it runs. We're not having it ready for that. I wouldn't say it's going to be a surprise, but.
Oh, okay. No.
Well, they can't run another Bayside Matsuri until DCA announces its dates, can they?
Oh, swing.
Whoa.
All right, so off that topic, Mr. Outrun would like to know your thoughts on a bake-off competition on the big corner in Tassie as part of, I think, the 60 Minute to Win It, I would say.
Keen.
But you got to give us more answers than that. Like,
More words.
That was what I've been planning on. It's on. I think has to drive something because I haven't actually driven with him yet, and I think he was in something with power on that corner. We could get some cool shit going on.
I'm pretty sure he's still got that AUU down
Yeah.
there, doesn't he? So
I think so.
The worst thing is I could turn the boost up my thing and drive better than I ever have, and he would still destroy me in an AUU.
Yeah, he still has it.
yeah.
So, we'll see.
And-
you might be able to get him.
And Sanders is just there in there with the banter, and he's asking what you're actually going to bake a cake. So, come on, Mitch. You're supposed to be nice. You're the commentator. We're going to leave the being a dickhead to EG. So, hopefully, if you get a dream run to the top, all going well, you might end up against 4 females. I think that's the most females a DCA event's ever seen.
That's really cool.
I think if I can pull it up quickly, I know Sam Harvey, Matt's sister, is driving. Lucy from Victoria, who's Chopper's partner, is driving. I'll see if I can pull it up quickly. I'm not sure who the other girls are. I know, can't think of her name. Katie, who drives, I'm pretty sure that's the one with the Kumo tires car, S13. And I'm not sure who the other one is. I'm probably going to get shot for it, but I'm an awful person.
I've seen somewhere that there was going to be 4 chicks driving, and I thought that's really good. So, be interesting to see how they go.
Wow, I'm just copping it here. Lucy's a better driver than Greg. Would have been 5 females if Greg was driving. You shouldn't be insulting the girls by putting me in the same category as them. I should be below. Wow, this is just straight rag on Greg.
Sorry, I think Greg's reading the comments.
Yeah, I am. I'm not sure if I should read that out. Not even close. First DCA at Rally saw almost every driver battle a local female off the track. That's shocking. Yeah. Thanks, Solly. That's solid information. I feel like Greg would have more glitter in his wardrobe than most of the chicks.
I think this is more like a Greg bashing episode rather than an episode with Tom.
I think Tom's down though. I think he's all right with this. All right, come on, EG. You got to throw some things out.
I know.
There,
I've got nothing. I thought about the car and I'm trying to work through a few other things, and yeah, I've got nothing. I'm not a very good journalist.
So, Mount Gambier, your family's been fairly heavily involved with the running of with the DCA event. What exactly has your family been involved with, and what sort of role have they had with keeping that event alive and going?
Pretty much, because we have a transport business. We have a few trucks, so we were bringing in all the fencing and all the seats and just everything. I think we ran like maybe 6 or 7 trucks into the event for setting up and packing up. So that definitely helps figure out, because I think for all the like Armco barriers, delivery prices are just like they charge more than what they're worth to hire. So we jumped on board and helped them out and helped the event tick along a bit better. Don't have to worry too much. So we do what we can.
Did you
and give him a shout out, mate?
I think, everyone. It's all over my car, so everyone sort of sees it as well.
Come on, mate. We've got viewers from all over the country here, potentially the world. You got to throw it out there.
Okay, well, the
I'm-
company, Heavy Transport, grandfather owns the business, and he's a legend. He helps me as well as DCA, so he's a very giving person.
I'm giving you your media training here, mate.
Yeah, the company doesn't really benefit too much from shout outs, so it's not.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. But considering it's his car, you should be throwing it out there. And when you're on the top step at World Time Attack, you got to remember who to thank.
I'll thank you for reminding me. Who?
No, you need to thank your grandpa. Oh, come on, mate. All right. Outrun would like to know best DCA memory.
Oh, jeez. I don't know. That's a good question. Can I get back to that one?
Oh, I'm sure Luke will be sitting there throwing shit at you, so you can, but have a think about it.
Oh, my first. All right. My first ever lap at DCA ever crashed straight into the wall.
That was at Mount Gambier, wasn't it?
Yeah, first event, first drive. Like I hadn't even skidded the car before. Entered it ridiculously and smashed. I bent the cradle, everything first lap.
Oh, shit. Okay. I didn't realize it was that bad.
That's when I thought maybe I'm no good at this and I probably shouldn't have got a car. But we ended up putting some arms back in it and sort of getting it half straight, and I still qualified like midfield. So.
Well, he clarified and said on or off the track, but I don't think there is bad memories of DCA from either, right? I think every memory could only be a good one.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think maybe he's got something in mind, but I've probably forgotten about. Me and Luke were at the pub last time. We were getting a bit drunk. We were going to go visit some people, but he got pretty rowdy. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's talking about that.
Oh, he's talking about your barbecue.
Luke is pretty feisty.
Oh, we should talk about the barbecue incident. We didn't make it because we were doing our little podcasty thing,
Yeah.
but so Tom invited everybody around for a barbecue, and he didn't actually have a barbecue. He had this little Weber like portable like for two, or it's almost a private plate.
I was very busy. Forgot. So I ended up going to barbecue like straight away. It was all sorted.
So you're going to be supplying the barbecue in Tasmania?
Hey?
Are you going to be supplying the barbecue in Tasmania?
I'm not in charge of that one this time.
Come on.
Luke,
you should pack up your one and bring it over.
It's still half set up from when we set it up in like 5 minutes flat. And everyone was here.
Warwick Hill wanted to know if your favourite memory was battling international superstar Matty Hill.
Was that dude I took to a rerun on 4 cylinders in an RB20?
And it wasn't even his own car though.
Yeah, that's true. No, I love it. Definitely.
That was a good battle. I just remember you guys came back a few times because we were all staged up because I was top 16 last season.
Yeah.
And you guys came back again, and we're all standing there like, oh, because you guys were one of the later battles. I'm pretty sure we were all down in the staging area. The very last one? Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys got sent back a few times, and it was like, holy shit, like, did not expect this. And I think even Maddie gave you mad props for that one.
I didn't expect it because I turned the boost up to even get through the track. I was running on like 4 cylinders or something silly. Like I wasn't even planning to drive until the morning when I went, stuff it. I'll see if I can throw a rod or something. But we ended up doing all right. So that was good fun. That was good battle.
And then Michael Solomon's asking if they can get a SA versus Vic challenge event at Talum, would you be down?
Yeah, of course. Sure.
Do you get to be like the in-betweener because you're like pretty much on the border? Like, can you be the tiebreaker?
The SA. I'm proud of the SA.
Supposedly, the furniture needed assembly as well at the party. It seems like that's what's being thrown out there as well.
Why else would we get Jack Shanahan down here? Like, he had to come over from Ireland to set up my outdoor table, all right?
Wouldn't you need a Swedish guy, not a to do your IKEA furniture rather than an Irish guy?
My hand was Jack Shanahan, and he helped me set up the table. So
then you get all sorts of weird Irish inventions like fly screens on submarines and radios on bikes.
But he was good help. I'm glad he came over to set up my table and sort of drive the event.
Oh, now we're just getting all sorts of crap. Palmy or Palmer, all that sort of stuff. Buddy, Mitch, back in your box. This is every DCA argument going on again. Jesus Christ, save it for Tassie. All right, anybody else with questions? EG, any questions?
Me, I'm just
You got-
totally
you're-
drawing a blank.
You
I
haven't
was
said
thinking-
anything for half.
Sorry?
You haven't said anything in like half an hour. I don't think he's got any more questions.
No, I haven't. I'm at the moment trying to figure out how to put my car together for Rob to pick up tomorrow afternoon. That's kind of distracted a little bit.
I feel exactly the same as you. I went out to look at mine today because I got to finish trying to wrap my front bumper that I'm never wrap a car yourself. Just don't ever do it. It is the stupidest thing that you can possibly do.
I have enough trouble trying to get people to wrap my car for me and do deliveries. Like, my car's going with no stickers, no sponsors on it, no nothing, because local companies keep stuffing me around again and again and again. So
Nah, I bought 20 meters of vinyl wrap off eBay, and it is the wrap is actually not so bad now that I've worked out sort of how to do it.
Yeah.
But I've worked out how to do it now that I'm down to my front bumper, and the front bumper is the hardest thing you can pretty much do. So
That's
I'm doing
right.
it like patchwork. It'll look good in pictures, but that's about it. It'll look shit in person, but just never attempt to do it. Just don't bother. Go to Bunnings and buy some rattle cans instead.
I don't plan.
Just yeah. So I think me and EG have both been off at Buddy trying to get cars ready. It's poor EG's not even driving his own car.
I only loaded 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago.
When do you leave?
I leave in the morning. I'm meant to be packing right now, but Greg sort of messaged me.
Okay.
That's all right. You could have been packing your undies while we're chatting, mate.
All you need to do is pack your winter clothes because it's so freaking cold in Tasmania.
It's not that far from here. Yeah, it's still pretty cold here. It's only a couple of degrees colder. So
he's going to be cutting laps all weekend, mate. He's going to be nice and warm. You're going to be out there on turn 2 freezing your nuts hang
I'm
off.
taking snow gear. Yeah, I'm taking snow gear. I think the first year I went, I packed way too light. I wore every single piece of clothing in my suitcase, and that's how I was the whole weekend. It was freaking cold. It's first weekend. Yeah.
Luke's asked if there's any substantial changes since, other than the cage and the paint, but you said no, not at.
Other than we got Stewie's Acosta Blanton kit in the front now. We got his oil control arms in. There's not too much. Not too much has changed.
Did the car have any form of cage at Gambia, or was it just a straight shell?
No, it had a full cage, but it was made by 6-year-olds.
Okay, so it's a full welding cage still, though, already.
Full welding cage. Absolutely disgusting. It was the worst thing anyone's ever seen. My cage guy cut it out and was just like the plates on the bottom of the hoops were like twisted, or they were like warped, so they like packed bolts in underneath it and welded bolts to the just filled it with. Yeah, it was just ridiculous. Can't even explain how it was.
Wow.
Yeah, I know those feels on similar things to that on mine. Tyre choice for Tassie?
Kenders.
KL20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I haven't tried. Have you seen the new Kenders they've been talking about?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. So I haven't seen them yet, but apparently there's the KR23s, I think.
Are they going to be DK legal though?
I don't know. I haven't seen them. I don't know anything about them. So, but
Okay. I'm also going to probably try a pair of Kumos while I'm there. Maybe see how they go.
Through Matt. Is that?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So what time's that one?
I don't know. Whatever they run. I just want to see. What are they? They're.
It's like a KU 23 something, 30 something, something like that. Are you running the Kenders front and back?
We're running Nankang NS2Rs on the front, but if it's raining, we'll probably get rid of them.
I'm sure Luke's gonna yell at you for running sticky tires on the front.
Yeah. All I've ever ran.
So I saw Stewie was looking for a boat ticket. Is he coming down with you again as a spotter, or is he coming over?
Benny and Mitch, I think. But
okay.
Yeah, he can say something else because he slept on a park bench on a Saturday night last year. So, yeah, he'll do his own thing.
Well, he also managed to have one of the most spectacular falls that anybody's ever had at a DCA event off a BMX bike.
Yeah. So the amount of speed that he got that weekend was incredible.
Yeah, he was burnt. Jesus, when we got back to the boat on Sunday, he was a lobster.
Yeah, which also made sleeping on the boat extra awesome, mate. He, how tall Stewie is. He was like, he put his socks over. That boat is like set up so you can't sleep anywhere but the recliners. But he's putting socks over the down lamps and he's sleeping on this like couch. It's like one person wide. Oh my god, it was a hell of an adventure.
Did you cabin at this time?
Yep, I learned my lesson.
Okay, good. I'm glad I never had to do the public sleeping thing. If you would put money on, so let's roughly go through the mainland guys, and I think I can get it up fairly quickly. We almost had an incident of somebody ending up in Spirit of Tasmania jail last year. So I'm not gonna say any names on that one, but out of the guys sort of travelling over, who do you think's most likely to end up in Spirit of Tasmania jail? We've got Dale Campaign, Troy Lipshinsky, Tom Hemmings, Janye West. Who else is going over? Mitch Doyle, Chopper, Lucy, and then Nathan Greenhill, and Jacob. Yeah.
Well, if he doesn't have to be a driver, I'd probably say Stewie.
Well, that's almost a given. But come on, name one of those guys who you think could end up in the lockup.
I'll say Dale Campaign for reasons that only he would know.
Right. Scandalous there. Right. So you win the $250 BWS voucher on Saturday night. What are you buying?
Canadian Club. That's all I drink. So we'll buy enough to get the boat home.
That's like the drink of DCA, I think. So many people drink out of DCA.
We actually cleaned out like the G at the last round. There was none.
Yeah, it was on tap.
Yeah, it was on tap. There was nothing left. Absolutely nothing left.
Yeah, and schnitzels, I think, was the other thing that chicken schnitzels are also sold out there as well, apparently.
I think so. Yeah, I think I heard something about that, but I definitely know that there was no beef for like 2 weeks after that event.
Oh, really? What?
Yeah.
How?
There's something silly. I don't know, because it comes in kegs. I guess the keg order didn't prepare for however many hundreds of cc's we drank.
Okay.
Stimulus package for Matt Gambia.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how you come up with so many different questions, Greg. I'm completely
I'm reading
of thoughts.
No, I'm reading the ones out of the comments.
Oh, okay. She's cheating.
I'm not cheating. That's what the comments are there for.
But I thought you were making these up. But I guess
Well,
I'm,
no,
I'm less
I'm
impressed by you now. Even more less impressed.
no, I'm taking what they're asking and then sort of like Luke's question was plan on winning the $250 BWS voucher. I was like, well, yeah, of course he's planning on winning it, but what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do with it? Like, it's like, hey,
I have a question for Luke. I want to know why it's 250. It's normally 500.
normally that's sponsored by the venue that it's
venue.
being held at. So I think
But come on, he can lash out a bit.
well, I think the fact that they've had this huge surge of late entries probably has helped them a little bit. But considering how much these guys are doing out of their own pocket, we shouldn't bust their balls too hard, I think.
I'm going to bust his balls. I want 500 if I'm.
What? Basically, I think what you should be threatening him with is if he ever wants to come back to Mount Gambier, that you should have one of the World Time Attack spots anyway.
Hey, that's a good one. I actually think I might have asked. I just told him I think he told me about it before it was announced, and I said, "Yeah, sweet, just give me one and tell everyone else is on your 2 spots." So, he wouldn't do it.
And he just made a fair point. He said it's normally sponsored. This $250 is coming out of my pocket, and let's face it, $250 at BWS is more than $500 at the pub.
He's got a point, I suppose. He's got a point.
He asked who chose the Habib spec color, and that was decided by the guys working on your car, right?
Yeah, they came to me. They came to me with the color. They wanted to have a go at it, and I was. It was hard to say yes to it, but it worked out. So.
Nah, definitely looks good. As long as when you do stickers that you do something still blingy and out there for the stickers, and it's just not some like green stickers over the top of it or something weird like that.
No, it looked good with whatever we decided to go for.
And Sanders is just trying to stir. He's asking when you're getting your tanned leather interior and your DB subwoofers in there ready for the DB drags and stuff. So
already in.
they're already in, ready to hit it down there. Mike was asked, do you have any new sponsors on board for this season?
No, we've got the Shockworks guys coming on and helping us out with a few tuning things later in the year. We'll start talking to them and work with them, and we'll get them on some jumpers and that of mine that are coming soon. But not so much a sponsorship. But other than Gambier Custom Autos, we're pretty low on the sponsorship sort of things this year.
Wow, people are just giving it to you. Full interior and a cage race car, good idea? Question mark. Well, of course, as long as it matches the outside and it gives it a nice finish, we'll go full interior. Yeah, I guess we're pretty deep into this one, and Tom does need to pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess anybody you want to give a final shout out to?
Just my Nan again. Should be happy with that. Hi, Nan.
Yes.
So, EG,
like
it's your
an
job
awesome
to,
chick.
or
What's her name? Hang on, I'll write it down.
Barbara.
Sorry?
Barbara.
Barbara. Okay.
So it's your job to meet Barbara down in Tassie, EG, and you've got a live stream with her at some stage.
Okay.
Maybe get to do some live commentary.
I need to write this down somewhere. I'll write down here. Barbara Hemmings, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Just in case you add you on Facebook, that way you don't make her sit in your request box for months.
Oh, I got a message today from Thomas, one of the other judges, but I don't think I'm friends with him on Facebook, and it went into my others folder. But like I can see the message on my notifications on my phone, but if I click it, nothing happens. you seen that before?
Well, if you didn't make people ferment for so long in your friend request box, it wouldn't end up like that.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, it's just like there's a constant stream of spam bots. I think it's because I'm admin on one of the local buy swap sell pages. So
Yeah, but most of those spam ones are like one girl that's got one idiot friend who managed to add them, and then they're like, "Are you down for blah blah blah?" in their
Yeah, I know.
profile. Like,
yeah,
yeah, don't add those ones.
I know, but like it constantly comes up, so I just ignore it.
Oh yeah, something like that.
All I do is I clear the
Oh,
messages, and that's it. Yeah.
So from the weekend, EG, I expect an EG spec practice video. Then I expect a live stream from Tom's grandma on the Clutch Kick page.
Okay.
And I'll try and get some videos coming from the bash. Hopefully my car actually works, or I'll go home as soon as it's broken and I'll cry myself to sleep, and you guys will never see me again. You giggle like it's not true, but it's gonna happen.
Well, use your car.
What a
Just
piece
drive
of
my
shit.
car. Don't even ask me for permission. Like everyone else.
No guys knowing you, bro. It's been nice knowing you.
Yeah, so next week, I don't know what our plan is.
Yeah, not sure what our plan is.
Hopefully next week, when I'm not trying to finish my car, you're not trying to fix your car for somebody else to drive, and once Tom's won Tassie, we're going to get him back on, and he's just going to give us a massive skid at his grandfather's holding yard, and then we'll have another guest on, and I'm holding you to that.
We can make
He's
that
like,
happen.
he's like, if I win, I'm doing it anyway. And I'm just copping it for the fact that I'm getting asked, am I going to slam my car from Bring the Bash? Did I manage to get into Bring the Bash with my fake wheels?
I think
yes.
you
Yes,
tried
I
to
did.
camouflage your fake wheels, didn't you?
Oh, they are well and truly camouflaged at this stage. Pictures will come out once I actually finish the car, and they'll only ever be pictures. Don't come and look at it too closely. And how did I get in? Well, let's just say I know how to get on my knees.
We already knew that.
We're not supposed to tell everybody. Anything else, boys? EG's so flat tonight.
No,
I just want to get in. I just want to
I
jump
was
in and give him
welding.
a
I was
hug.
welding just before I got onto this. I'm trying to, and now it's too late to actually do any work. But yeah, I was trying to make a bumper Rio for my car because I know Rob's gonna try and smash into people. I'll tell him it's okay to smash into you, Greg.
Go for it. I am more than down. I expect like a good DCA style train going on at some stage.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really have anything.
Go again.
I'm going to go and pack for Tassie, boys.
Okay,
Yep,
cool.
go for
Thanks for
it.
coming on. Hopefully.
Yeah,
Alright,
thanks for that. Well, I expect Tom. Can you give EG a hug when you get down to Tassie for me? Because he seems like he needs one.
Yeah, if he's still thinking, I'll give him a hug.
And Luke said bring his charger.
Probably not. I'm just going to keep it.
That's fair too.
Okay.
You can have it once you get that World Time Attack spot.
Yeah, I'll swap you.
No, high five. I don't even know where we're positioned.
Huh? This way.
You're up there, and you're here somewhere.
What is happening?
Huh?
What is happening? 'Cause
We
I'm
got a high
on
five.
Yeah, he doesn't even know.
my phone, Greg. So you look like an idiot.
You've got to put your one hand that's in line with the calendar or whatever the hell is behind you, and then you need one
it's like
that's
a-
like
PowerPoint.
I'm
Yeah,
just
and
going to put it in because
and-
you look
and then-
incredibly ridiculous.
And then you got to go up to the PowerPoint that's above your
Freddie
feet. But
Fudge.
nah, he's just rude. Nah, fuck him. I'm just gonna give Edie some loving up here.
All right.
All right, thanks guys.
All right. See you guys.
See you.
There you go. See you.
I hung up. He didn't even wait
What,
for
Tom?
us to sign off for the show.
Rudeness. He's busy, Matt. He's got to pack his undies for
I know, it's crazy.
buddy. Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess that's it. I probably need to do some packing as well, but I don't leave until Friday. So, when do you leave? On Friday as well.
Yeah, Friday night. I'll try and
Okay.
load the car up Friday during the day.
Cool. Well, yeah. Anyway, so there'll be 2 guys from Canberra going, and Jake will be going as well from Newcastle, from our group. So you can drive with them. I'll tell them to be nice to you.
I don't need people to be nice to me. I'm super keen to be
Maybe
involved in some
nice
trains.
in quotes, so they can take it out if however they want. Then.
Well, basically, I know for a fact that Jake's probably going to try and bury his car in my door. So
Oh, he's cleaned his car up a lot, I think.
yeah, that doesn't mean he won't hit me.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Just give him a nudge back. It'll be all right. Be good practice.
I'm gonna have I think 6 tie rods with me, so I'm more than willing.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, I guess that's it for today or tonight.
Yeah,
Next week we'll have. Uh,
we'll work it out.
either someone.
Well, you were talking
also-
about potentially the winner of DCA,
Yeah.
or yeah, we'll see.
Or someone
And
from
then
DCA, just depending on availability. Also want to get
Yeah,
Ken
and-
on as well.
Yeah.
From West Australia, but yeah, being a bit busy this week, so I haven't been able to arrange anything. I'm also not sure what will happen with the time difference as well, because I only sort of considered that this week, because he's 2 hours behind or something. So 8 o'clock our time is 6 p.m. there. So
Yeah.
Anyway,
and then once Luke's got some more details locked in, we will try and get him on, hopefully potentially for episode 20. So do one with the Luke Fink. So then we can have 2 rude bastards on the show at once.
cool. All right. Well, that's it for tonight then. That's it.
Yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Okay. Yeah. So keep an eye out. We'll have some updates from DCA and Bring the Bash on this weekend. I'll try and do a live stream, or at least get some video up, and then you can see it. The same with you as well.
Yep,
Alright.
gonna do my best, and I'll try and get a vlog out as well on my channel. Plus, I'm gonna try and do a quick catch up with Chev, who organised Bring the Bash. So, we'll see how that goes.
Cool. All right. Just give me one moment. I'll pause. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Okay. All right. So that's it. We'll see you guys next time.